unemployment, Black Americans just don't have the same access to jobs and to labor unions as
part of a group of 8 Sharpies that were setting up on the road. Flew out into this wheat stubble.
Oh, there they are down there.
There is a big herd of speed goats. Yeah, the wind is starting to slow down a little bit, but we got camp set. Which we need to put it in a place where we can bank it and cut the wind, but it's just we're gonna have abilities to fish. It's looking to the southeast, back to the east, northeast, all national grasslands, back to the north. Recreation area on Shade Hill Reservoir. Looking out over Shade Hill Reservoir, which is our backyard. About ready to start walking for Sharpies and chickens. Can't start shooting roosters until 10 o'clock Central Time, which here is 9 a.m. because we're in Mountain Time Zone. But for whatever reason, the state utilizes Central Time Zone for shooting hours. It's beautiful out here. Walking some buffalo berries, and we got rose hips in here. Definitely sage-grouse food. Sage is out there working as soon as she can find them. We're gonna probably have to figure out how these things act. Hopefully we'll put a few in the bag today. Give us something to eat for supper. Either of us have a duck stamp, but we just got a bunch of ducks moving. The dump chickens are flying. Well, first ice I've seen all season. Be ice fishing in no time. Boy, is this lake low. What, is that those ducks? Yeah, those are ducks. Wonder why that one's not flying. That's certainly something you don't see in Iowa. There's a prairie dog town. Little mounds over here of dirt. No grass. I'm assuming the prairie dogs take down every blade of grass they can get a hold of. I don't know if they're using that as a food source or putting it down in their burrows, but gotta stay away from those dang things. Yeah, here we got some Very sharp looking cacti. That's no fun. Alright. Dad's going up to sit up top and watch me preserve some miles because he's limited pretty much. Wow, what gorgeous country. Wow. And we've had one Sharpie out. She is Birdie. See the lodge way over there in the distance. Backdrop of the lake. It's just wow. Just wow. Nice little hunt this morning. Probably gonna go back and make some breakfast. Maybe cast a line for a little bit and see if there's some fish. Gorgeous morning. Seen one Sharpie. Dog bumped one rooster. And had a rooster flush wild off this point. So hopefully we can get some to sit tight and cooperate for the dogs. I got one sharp tail out. Unfortunately, my battery went dead. I missed the shot. Unfortunately, it flew right behind some, those willows right there in the distance, just before it, before I shot. He was down in the buffalo berries. Starting to see some grasshoppers as it's warmed up. So there are grasshoppers to eat still. We've been working a creek bottom, checking it out. It certainly looked good, but for only one bird, hasn't turned out. So we head back to the truck. There's a pond I want to go check out, so let's see if there's activity closer to water. Well, the roads yesterday were just absolute terrible washboards. You can see the maintainers come through twice. Made it past one each way. I'm not sure. I guess maybe he's going to come back through and level the windrow, or I don't know. It's got to be better than the washboards that we drove yesterday. And I'm not kidding you. We were driving every road we drove on 20-25 mile an hour max. Everything's jumping around in the truck because it was so rough. All right, well, Dad said he saw some rabbits. I saw the one Sharpie. Let's head on to another spot. Yeah, midday, time for a little rest and give the dog a little break. This is the discharge for the Shade Hill Reservoir. Not a whole lot of water moving. Lots of grasshoppers. Very surprised that anything has survived. Down in the 20s last night. But we've been seeing them all morning, so. Yeah, the last couple hours of the day, we've been out scouting. Found a chunk of the grasslands bordered up to ag fields. There's wheat on the west, sunflowers on the north. Pond here down at the bottom. We're roughly in the last hour of the day. What we always hear of is the golden hour. Found a spot that's bordered by ag. Having not seen this before, I don't know exactly. We had a hen pheasant run out as we came up the road just south of where the grasslands started, so hopefully that's a sign there's something in here. Well, Sage found a dead I don't know if that's a whitetail or mule. 8-pointer. I don't know if this is for birds to hide in or exactly what this little cage is for. I've seen more than one of them today. National Grasslands public as far as you can see out here. Somewhere up south of White Butte, I believe between Highway 73 and 75. It's an area that hadn't been grazed for a bit. That area over there to the east appears like it's been grazed recently. There are some feed bunkers and stuff.